What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys, on the channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and got beat to Tottenham Hotspur 3-0. Yes, guys, that's right, another defeat, 2 defeats in a row. What the hell's going on? It's all going down in this video, and we are going to be talking about what is going wrong with Manchester United right now, as you can see from the title right now. But yes, let's crack on in today's video, guys. No messing around. So we made 6 changes from the last game against Brighton, Hove, Albion. Talk about the starting 11. We started with Valencia, Herrera, Smalling, Jones, Shaw, Pogba, Fred, Matic, Lingard and Lukaku. Making all these multiple 6 changes to the squad. These players have not played together before. But considering that we've lost, it's a good sign, because at the end of the day, we're not getting beat to a team from lower down. We're playing Tottenham, who are a very good team under Mauricio Pochettino. They're a very good side. Massive congratulations to Tottenham of winning this game 3-0. It's a shame that we couldn't get the win because we were all around Tottenham in the first half. But congratulations on Tottenham of winning the game. You deserved it. Well done. But the thing is, where was Tottenham in that first half? They did absolute jack shit. That's what I really got pissed off at, because they won this game out of nowhere. That's a punishment for United, because we did deserve to lose, because we couldn't put our chances away in this game. But anyway, overall reaction. The first half, I must say, we got off with a great start. We were all around Tottenham. We were testing the goalkeeper, left, right and centre. We were all around them. We were creating chances. We were putting crosses into the box. We were going for goal. The keeper was making some great saves, so we were testing the goalkeeper a lot in this game. We were all around them in that first half. We had them on the back foot, we had them on the front foot. We were all around Tottenham in that first half. So we knew that we got off with a good start, but then getting into the second half, it was an absolute shambles. Once they got the first goal, they took control of the game. They were 2-0 up. It went from bad to worse. What gone on there? So that's going to be all said in this video. Anyway, also got a message that my cousin has got, because he'll be watching this video. He has said it was fucking shit. I must agree, it was a fucking shit game. Anyway, he said Mourinho can only do so much as a manager, so all the delusional fans can shut the fuck up. He can't physically go on the pitch and finish the chances for him. Individual errors are the problem, not the manager. And he's right, because these individual errors are coming out of nowhere. This is the worst start we've had in 25 years. This is the worst start we've had for 25 years. And we are making individual errors, the likes of Matic. When you bring back Matic from injury, it's not the person who you want to play. Because the thing is, he came from injury. Is he going to be fit? No, he's not match fit. He was knackered. He could not get through the first 45 minutes. He was knackered. He was lucky enough that Tottenham did not score in that first half. So he was lucky enough to stay alive in this game. But the thing is, if he wants to play the likes of Fellaini to win the ball in the air and get something going in the game, start Fellaini. What's the point of playing Matic when he's not even match fit? And he also played Herrera, who wasn't even match fit as well. But then he has Herrera dropped back more in a deeper role, playing more defensively. He was shocking in defence, because this is the whole scenario now. Because practically now, going into the next game against Burnley, Mourinho now has to bounce back to save his job. He has to win the next game against Burnley. If he can't win against Burnley, we're sacking him. There'll be a new manager coming in. So he's lucky enough. If he can win, he'll be saving his job next week. But if he can't, his job is gone. By letting in the first goal, it wasn't that great, because it wasn't, we completely, the heads had dropped, we lost the mentality, there was no team spirit, the mindset was gone, so we had no game plan at the end of the day. But where was plan B? There's just no words again, and it's just happening, all the time. What is wrong with Manchester United right now? I think one is the team selection, because when you looked at that team selection, he made too many changes, 6 changes. 2 of those players shouldn't have played due to coming back from injury. So straight away, why the hell am I playing Matic and why the hell am I playing Herrera? They've just come back from injury. What the hell am I doing? I'm playing these two and they've just come back from injury. Don't play players when they've just come back from injury because it ain't going to work. They're not match fit. They need longer on that training ground. Just saying, because what's the point of playing these players when they're not match fit? You know, what's the point? And then obviously drop the likes of Bailey, Lindelof, tactical reasons obviously. Messed up against Brighton. Another fact is there's no atmosphere in the dressing room. There's no positive vibe in that dressing room. So every single one of the players, their heads are down in that dressing room. There's not much said in that dressing room after the game has been played. Yeah, it's something to do with that dressing room as well. And I think it's also down to what Mourinho's saying to them as well at half-time as well, because when he's doing the half-time team talk, I feel like he's not telling them the right things. Now, in the last game, he needed to remind them that we got off with a good start. They didn't have any corner, they didn't have a good chance to go at goal and test De Gea. They might have done a few mistakes that are now and there, which they keep doing. Mistakes after mistake after mistake after mistake. Giving away possession, it's not what we want to do. We keep doing this all the time. And we need to grab hold of that ball and keep hold of that ball. That's what we can't do. We do not have players that have the energy to go forwards, because the final third at the minute is just atrocious. I don't know what we've been working on in training, but it's just awful at the minute. It's just awful. The defence is a disgrace. I think the defence right now is shocking. I don't know what he's working on tactically with the defenders to sort this problem out, because the likes of Smalling, Jones, Bailey, Lindelof, Darmian, Valencia, Young and Shaw, I don't know what the hell they've been working on in training. The only best player that has been playing well in defence is Luke Shaw. In this whole game, who played well? It was Luke Shaw. It was Luke Shaw. And again, the final third is shocking, because when we break, we can't break down the opposition. We can't finish off our chances. And this is what we couldn't do. We couldn't finish off our chances. We had great chances in this game in the first half. We could have been 2-3-0 in that first half. And that would have been a different game if we had scored in that first half. It would have been a complete different game, because Tottenham would have had to come back into that game. And if they went into half-time, we were 2-0 up, Pochettino then had to lift the mentality up from his players. His players did what they were told at half-time, and that's what completely lost our heads, and that's how the heads have just dropped. Something needs to be changed, and is it a manager error or is it the players' errors? I think it's both, because the manager needs to be a lot better with his tactics and the game plan. I think also the players, whatever's told to the players, they got to follow what Mourinho says. But if they don't follow, then we're not going to be getting the results what we get. And finally, and then also, it was like fans were leaving with about 10 minutes to go. And that's how poor we played in that second half, when all the fans were just leaving. There was just no atmosphere in the stadium. Analyse in the first half anyway. It was a good start from the Reds. United straight away put Tottenham on the front foot. We were creating chances. We were testing the goalkeeper. The crosses were good. We just couldn't finish off our chances. We just needed that end product. The passing is good. The movement is good. The pace is good. The tempo is good. The rhythm is good. United break quick on Tottenham, but when we kept on doing that, we kept on giving away possession. And this is where the stupid errors were coming in, the stupid mistakes that were coming in. We kept on being dispossessed all the time. This is what we keep doing all the time. We are making silly mistakes in the game. That's what we need to cut out from the next game against Burnley. And that's where Tottenham were breaking on us. We lost possession. Tottenham would straight away counter-attack on us. And I think we got lucky, because most of the time, the defenders were doing great challenges. They were there, stopping the ball, getting anywhere closer to the goalkeeper. And that's what we were good at in the first half. We couldn't do that. We couldn't do that in the second half. We were just all over that place. Like I was saying just then, the defence was good in times. United have denied Tottenham's chances. That's what we were good at in the first half. But when we were going into the second half, all their chances were put into the back of the net. So that's what we weren't aware of. Overall, it was a good start. Now, second half, United just to finish off our chances. We just needed that end product. We just needed a little bit more in that final third from the players. Now, what let us down after that first goal was that Harry Kane scored. We conceded a goal 2 minutes later. Now, this is where it's down to the sloppy defending. I cannot wait until we sort this defensive mistake. I can't wait till we sort this out, because the defenders, what they did there in the second half was atrocious. First of all, why are the defenders, right? They're not supporting the other defenders, right? But the thing is, we let Tottenham open. There was so much space for Tottenham to come in and to walk it in. That's what they did. There was no defenders. Where was Valencia? Where was Smalling? Where was Jones? And where was Luke Shaw? None of them were there. It was open. There was so much space for Tottenham to have a shot on goal. And that's what they did. The defenders left it open so much for Tottenham to get a goal. And that's what they did. They did it twice. And this is what frustrated me in that game. We let them a massive gap open. And we did not keep the defence tight, because the defenders didn't get back in time. They were watching the game until when Lucas Moura scored again. When he came, honestly, Smalling did well, but he couldn't clear it. But again, where was Valencia? Smalling was there. Jones was on the wrong side of him. And then you had Luke Shaw who wasn't there. Where was the support? We need to be better in defensive-wise. We let them open too much in that second half. Too much. We let them have so much fucking space, and we could not close them down. The defence wasn't tight. It was all over the place. We need to sort this defence out, and this is what they're not mentally prepared for. It's like they're playing amateur defending at the minute, and they cannot get this into their heads that, we're playing absolute shit here. What the fuck's going on? Because they're the ones that need to change this around for the next game. It's down to the defenders now in the next game that you need to save Mourinho's job to stay at the club. And if you can't do that, he's going to be sacked by Monday next week. So this is where the defenders need to be alerted. They're not alerted. Obviously, Tottenham are a very good team, obviously. Positions like Brighton, we've got to be better. Mentally prepared, we're not. And again, there's going to be no mentality now going again. We don't have that winning vibe again. So we're going to have to go again on Sunday. Work even harder in training. But what the fuck are they doing in training? Because I don't have a fucking Scooby-Doo what they're doing. I'm here in Dubai. They're all the way in Manchester. It's due to laziness as well. It's due to laziness. And it's just down to this defence. I'm sick to death of this defence. So when it gets to January, we need to sort this out, or we need to get a couple of defenders in. And it was just down to laziness, I think, as well. Once we have that end product, we'll get a goal or two. But that's where we sort of messed up in that second half. United started well. Pogba had a great chance in goal. Like I was saying previously, when we made errors and mistakes, Tottenham have the break on us. That exactly happened, and Tottenham scored. After that, Lukaku had a great chance. Nope, Tottenham score. The heads are completely gone. It's 2-0 already. Defence was a shambles. It was shocking once again. United were a mess. There was no creativity. We weren't playing dynamic football. There was no mentality. The mindset was awful. And then Mourinho reacted, brought on subs. Herrera came off for Sanchez. Now, Herrera wasn't the person to play anyway. Herrera's performance, he dropped back into defensive trio and was disciplined for 45 minutes. But he looked amateurish as Tottenham exerted their superiority. And then Jones came off for Lindelof. Jones was injured anyway. Unfortunately, not to concede a penalty in the first half. Out jumped by Harry Kane in the second and got injured. Then after that, we had players high up the pitch. United were just throwing everything at it then. We were just going for it. We tried creating chances. It wasn't enough. Were great in the first half. Second half, they were just going deep, short. I think the referee didn't give United any justice whatsoever. There was a couple of times where there was a free kick on our players. Referee couldn't be asked to give a free kick. Then Fellaini came on for Matic. This is where we need to be more civil, I think, with our team selection, because we need to be more realistic with our team 11, because when Mourinho's putting that team out, Next game, don't play Matic, don't play Herrera. They're not match fit. They've just come back from injury. You need to give them time, and it's international break next week. So once they get back from international break, they'll probably would have played about 2 or 3 games. That's the time where we need to start playing them after that international break, because obviously they're going to be playing in the international break as well. Fellaini came on for Matic. Matic's performance was widely expected to play in defence and had disastrous moments in midfield. He's balanced, enhanced United for 45 minutes, but then he was overwhelmed when he was taken off. The game then opened up for Tottenham. The game was going bad to worse. Tottenham score 3-0. Game was over. This is the first time in 25 years United have started the Premier League poorly. No words, 2 losses in 2 games, missed out on big 6 massive points. Next game is Burnley. Talk about Burnley now. Now going into this game, obviously Burnley have now won, they've drew and they've lost. Got off the best of starts either. They drew their first game, I think, against Southampton. The recent game they've got battered by Fulham 4-2. We going into this game, if Tottenham got a 4th goal, we would have been battered. Both Burnley and United are going to have no mentality going into this next game whatsoever. There's no winning vibe for both teams. Both Burnley and Manchester United have conceded 7 goals right now. It's going to be a tight one against Burnley because Burnley definitely test us. They're a very good team once again, but I think Burnley this year are not going to do well considering that they're going to be in the Europa League. That's if they qualify though for the Europa League. If they do that, great, but I think Burnley are going to struggle. I think the pressure will get to Sean Dyche this year. But anyway, yeah, both Joe Hart and De Gea have conceded 7 goals. One of them will have to come out on top on Sunday next week to win. What we need to do now is next week Sunday, we need to be mentally prepared for this game. We need to prepare properly for this game. They've still got, currently filming this right now on a Thursday, they will have Thursday, Friday, Saturday training. So they'll have 3 more training sessions to sort this shit out because it needs to change. It needs to change because we cannot be falling to bits now on Sunday. Mourinho's going to save his job on Sunday with a W. If he fails to get a W, he's going to be leaving the club. We've got to be mentally prepared for this game. If we're not mentally prepared, we're going to lose again. Like I said in the last video where I said, if the club where you're at right now, you don't belong at Manchester United because you don't. And if you can't do that, like I said, get out, obviously. I'm not going to be saying that several times again in this video anyway. But the thing is, we need to be mentally prepared of what's coming our way. If they start testing us, we got to hit back at Burnley. Burnley are going to be up for it. It's obviously, again, their cup final. We got to be mentally prepared. If we're not mentally prepared, we're going to lose. If we're not mentally prepared, we're going to lose. And we need to have these minds switched on. Actually looking forward of what team is going to put out this time because we've lost 2 games out of 2. Lost out on big 6 points now. 4 points behind City and 6 points behind the leaders. Now, start winning games now. From the get-go against Burnley. We've got to win against Burnley. We've got to win against Watford. We've got to win against Wolves. We've got to win these games now. Yes, we had a bit of a hard start, but, you know, come on. Onwards and upwards. We've got to leave it. Put that behind us now. And we've got to look forward now to the next game. We've got to prepare properly now for this game. They've got to work even harder to put in the hours on that training pitch to sort this shit out because it needs to be sorted out. If we're not mentally prepared, we're going to lose this game. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video hopefully in the next coming days, and peace.